Hello, Facebook followers. It is the 3rd of April at around noon, and I have been asked by a number of my followers to try to condense a couple of big takeaways from the last month in my life. As many of you all know, my sister Gretchen and I lost our sweet mother a few weeks ago, and though it was not unexpected, I don't think we're ever ready for these transitions, and it's very surreal not to have either one of my parents alive any longer on the planet. So, hi, Stephen. So I wanted to share 5 big takeaways from just my own experiences these last several weeks and things that have been reaffirmed through this experience, and I thought it might be a benefit to you all. The first is we cannot take anything for granted. You know, we only get one life, and we are not guaranteed anything but the present moment. Y'all have heard me talk about that before. And I think nothing will drill that point home more clearly than to face your own mortality, and that oftentimes happens when you lose a parent. So my first big takeaway is we can take nothing for granted. We have the present moment, and it's our sacred responsibility to embrace that moment as if it were our last. That's not a cliche. That is truly how I feel. The second, love openly and generously. And that's not just with your friends and family, although certainly I'll talk about this in a minute. Those are 2 of the most important aspects in life from my perspective, but it's anyone who crosses your path. If someone looks nice, tell them so. If someone's done something nice for you, like your neighbor picks up your paper while you're gone, or someone compliments you about something that you've done, be generous in your gratitude and your appreciation, because again, you never know what that person's facing in their life, and you don't know what you might say, how it could affect them. So love openly and honestly, and be generous with your gratitude and your appreciation to others. The third, hold nothing back. Hold nothing back. You know, as the whole song used to say what you need to say. And, you know, I think, again, my sister Gretchen and I were reared that we were very close family. We were always very open with how we felt toward one another. And so there was nothing that we were regretting when Mother passed. We had been very generous in our thoughts to her and how we felt about her. And therefore, it was a very peaceful departure. And so for those of you who might have something that you want to say to someone and you've been scared to say it, or maybe you just haven't made the time to say it, my third, I guess, point of awareness is say what you need to say and hold nothing back. The fourth, create the life you want. If you are not happy for whatever reason, we own that. We own that individually. And if you're not happy with your job, if you're not happy in the position or how you're contributing in the world, if you are unhappy with where you're living, whatever it is that is perhaps giving you cause for pause, so to speak, we own that. And so create the life that you want and make it as you want it to be. You define success on your terms, nobody else's. So that would be my 4th big takeaway, and my 3rd book is very much about that, coming out later this year. And I guess the last thing that I'll share, and this will not be a surprise to anyone who knows me, the single most important things on this earth are faith, family, and friends, period. Everything else is secondary. So if you have not made the time, or something has been preventing you from embracing whatever your belief system is, or wherever your family is, or even your friends, and you just have been so busy on your hamster wheel of work that we just haven't made time for the people in our life, what I would say to you is there's absolutely nothing more important than faith, family, and friends. And those of y'all who know, my work took a real beating the last 2 years because I have been in Hot Springs, Arkansas most of the time in my jobs and my companies, and my 3rd book, actually, everything went on the back burner. And I can tell you with absolute certainty that I have no regrets, none. I have such a peace in my heart that I was where I needed to be, and I was putting my priorities where I wanted them to be, and I will never, ever look back on that with anything but gratitude for the time that I was able to spend with my mom. So those are my 4 little tips today, and I'm going to really make it a conscious effort every week to offer something up, because my followers have asked me to do that. They don't want to just get a book every year or every 2 years. They actually want me to try to offer something on social media. So there you have it. I would love your comments below, and share your tips and your thoughts as well. We all learn from one another. It's a collective experience. So with that, make it a wonderful hump day, a wonderful day, and let's just create the life we want and make each day count.